Good evening and welcome to Jurgensen Park for tonight's matchup in the District A-5 final between the Omaha Burke Bulldogs and the Creighton Prep Junior Jays. Mike Knockenauer alongside Colton Alder. Colton, we made it finally here. District final time here at Jurgensen. Bit of an upset in the semifinal. Burke taking down Millard South 8-4, and Creighton Prep taking care of Millard North 16-3. We'll take a look at that real quick. Colton, what stands out to you about this Junior Jays team and how they performed earlier today?
Yeah, they hit the ball really well against Millard North, scored 3 runs in each of their innings. Kobe Hatcher went 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Grant Wagner also going 3 for 3. Grant Summers and Henry Bartholomew had multiple hits at the top of the order. Everyone in the lineup was hitting, and that got them 16 runs over the course of the game.
Yeah, as a dominant semifinal win puts them here in the driver's spot as they have Lewis Schneckenberger on the mound to pitch against this Bulldog lineup, which performed very well. Double-digit hits against the Millard South Patriots. As now we'll take a look at the bracket from the A5 district. Creighton Prep, as we said, 16-3 win over Millard North earlier this afternoon. And Omaha Burke with the shocking win over Millard South, all but eliminating the Patriots from state tournament contention.
Yeah, the Bulldogs chased Millard South starter Grant Rankin from the game early, and they got to the bullpen more than enough times, and they ended up using that momentum to carry them to a win.
Just about to get things squared away here at Jurgensen. Evan Hansen, the center fielder, to lead things off for the Bulldogs. As the first pitch from Schneckenberger is in there for ball 1. Down for ball 2.
Yeah, and Schneckenberger falling behind in the count a little bit early on. He's got a 2.36 ERA in 35 2/3 innings this year. He's been a reliable starter for this Junior Jays team.
As it is Spencer Cooper, the shortstop. I apologize. Evan Hansen is the center fielder for Millard North. And Schneckenberger fights his way back and evens the count at 2-2.
Yeah, Schneckenberger doing a good job to get back in this count. He's looking to finish him off with this 2-2.
And it's going to be shot up the middle, and Cooper is on with a lead-off single to open things up here this evening.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting by Spencer Cooper there. He played protect with 2 strikes, hit the ball up the middle, and get the Bulldogs a lead-off base runner to start off this ball game.
Rodney Whaley now, the center fielder, started the semifinal game against Millard South, went 6 innings, only 4 runs given up, and earned the win. Is he going to drag bunt down or push bunt down the third base line, and it will roll foul?
Really good play there by Kobe Hatcher to let it go foul. Just really heads-up play on his part, knowing that he wasn't going to be able to make the play at first base, and prevents a 2-on, nobody-out situation for the Junior Jays.
Good heads-up play there from Hatcher. Whaley, big part of that offensive outburst by the Bulldogs against Millard South. Schneckenberger taking a couple looks at the runner. He's going to fire back over to first. Cooper slides in safely.
Yeah, and Rodney Whaley heading in to the game against Millard South, hitting just 193 on the year, but he's hit 2 home runs, and he's also been a very dominant presence on the mound for this Burke team and given them a lot of big innings over the stretch of the season.
As Whaley will take ball 1. Schneckenberger looking to get in comfortable early. He's going to lay down another bunt. This one's going to stay fair. Fielded by Schneckenberger in front of the mound. Fired over to first for the first out, but it will move Cooper up to second. And the Bulldogs are ready with a runner in scoring position with one down here in the top of the first.
Yeah, good play there by Schneckenberger. He doesn't get greedy with the out of second base, just makes the smart throw to first, gets the out, and puts the Junior Jays in a better position to get out of this frame.
Corbin Paddock now up for the Bulldogs. 4 for 4 last game. Had 2 doubles against the Patriots. So he steps in here with one down in the first. That one way outside. It's going to get past Chase. And Cooper moves up 90 feet.
Yeah, and Schneckenberger just got a little bit wild with that one. And that moves the runner over to third base early on here in this top of the first inning.
Bulldogs threatening early. Already a runner on third with only one down. This one's going to be shot up the middle. And the Bulldogs take the early lead. Draw first blood. 1-0 Burke on a single up the middle from Corbin Paddock.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting there from Paddock. He's shown a lot of power. He's hit 5 home runs on the year, but he just stays calm there, hits the ball up the middle, and brings home this game's first run. And if Burke's going to pull off another upset and go to state, they have to take advantage of all of their opportunities with runners on base, and good start for them on that front.
Gavin Dahl, the third baseman, now up. Schneckenberger looks to get out of this inning with no more than a run of damage. Dahl will take ball one on the outside corner. This one will be shot into right. Bartholomew having to make a run for it. Sliding grab and makes the catch.
Yeah, great play there by Henry Bartholomew. Takes away a hit. Very good job on his part, and that gets them second out of the inning.
Dahl just popped that one up into shallow right field, but the speedy Bartholomew had to come in on it. Sliding grab. And there's 2 down in the first. That breaking ball from Schneckenberger just misses. And it's 1-0 to Ryan Renbarger, the first baseman.
Yeah, Renbarger hitting .333 on the year. He's been a very productive hitter for this Burke team, and he's looking to produce here.
As Schneckenberger gets Renbarger to chase the high fastball and evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, and Schneckenberger's just looking to locate his pitches, get out of this inning, and put the Junior Jays in a position to do some damage in the bottom half of the first inning.
The runner will take off, and Collins couldn't corral it. And into second base is Gavin, no, excuse me, that is, I believe, a courtesy runner down there at first, or down there at second. I believe that to be Charlie Wright. Or excuse me, that's Cash Hogan down there at second. Nonetheless, Bulldogs with a runner now, another runner now in scoring position. As Schneckenberger gets Renbarger to swing over strike 2.
Yeah, and in this situation, if you're Lewis Schneckenberger, all you need is one good pitch to get out of this inning. And he's looking to get that good pitch here.
He might have gotten that as it is skied into right. Underneath it is Bartholomew, and he makes the catch. Burke strikes first. It's 1-0 Bulldogs after the first 3 outs of play. here in the District A-5 final on CPSN. Welcome you back here to Jorgensen Park. Burke brings across one in the top of the first, and they hold the one-run advantage as they now face the top of this Junior J lineup, leading off with Henry Bartholomew, and he's going to line this one into left. Bartholomew wastes no time, and he has himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get off to much better of a start than that if you're Henry Bartholomew. He gets a leadoff single and puts a runner on first with nobody out for Grant Summers.
Grant Summers, the UNO signee, steps in the shortstop for this Junior Jays team. We'll take strike one from Thomas Reed, the Burke starter. What numbers do you have on him, Colton?
Yeah, Thomas Reed on the year, 1.85 ERA and 30 1/3 innings pitched. Doesn't really strike out all that many hitters, just 23 Ks in that span, but he's been very effective nonetheless.
Summers been a very good contact hitter all year. Has really been a consistent part of this Junior Jays lineup as he looks to do some damage here early in the first. And he'll take strike two, excuse me. And Reed is now up in the count.
Yeah, and Thomas Reed is one good pitch away from getting this first out and setting the tone for this inning.
Runner goes, but fouled off back to the screen by Summers.
Yeah, Summers just sends it back and keeps this at bat alive.
Is this one going to be shot into right center? It's going to get down. Bartholomew holds up at second. And the Junior Jays with two on with no out.
Yeah, and it looks like it was just in and out of the glove of Rodney Whaley. A great effort on his part on the dive. However, can't come up with it, and now back-to-back singles, but two on, nobody out for the Junior Jays, and Sam Patton comes up to the dish.
Yeah, Sam Patton, the center fielder, now up for the Junior Jays as he has Summers and Bartholomew aboard. And he'll take ball one upstairs.
Yeah, and Patton is a .354 hitter on the year. He's absolutely hit the cover off of the baseball, but he's just looking to bring home these runs any way he possibly can.
As he's going to lay down a bunt, and it's going to go foul. He's got two speedy guys on the base in Summers and Bartholomew. Summers, I believe, leads the team in stolen bases. Bartholomew, I don't think, is very far behind.
Yeah, Bartholomew, who's on second, has 8 steals. Summers has 19, which leads the team and is 11th in Class A, I believe. And Sam Patton has 11 steals of his own. So very speedy top third of the order for the Junior Jays.
As he's going to ground it to second, over to short, over to first. And Sam Patton grounds into a double play. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, a massive double play there here for Reed, and he gets some big outs there and puts him in a much better position. That brings up Kobe Hatcher, who went 4 for 4 in the game earlier today, and will look to make it a 5 for 5 today.
Kobe Hatcher, as you said, 4 for 4 in that first semifinal game. Seems like he's getting a lot more comfortable. Seems like he's been really hitting the ball like the Kobe Hatcher we all know, as he's been recovering from a hand injury, and that pass ball is going to knock this one up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it just gets away from Corbin Paddock there, and the Junior Jays will take it. That brings home the run, and it ties this ball game. And I mean, every run's going to be important in a game as big as this. So it's good to see that one come across here in the bottom of the first.
Not sure if that's going to count as a wild pitch or a pass ball, but nonetheless, the District A-5 final knotted up at 1 run apiece. Here in the bottom of the first, Bartholomew scores on the ball that got to the backstop, and the Junior Jays respond right back. The 2-1 to Hatcher is taken for strike 2. Reed evens the count back at 2-2 with a good breaking ball. And he looks to punch out Hatcher for the 3rd out of the inning. The 2-2 is going to be low and away, and the count now full at 3-2.
Yeah, and if you're Hatcher, you have to realize that all the pressure is on the pitcher here. I mean, he has to throw you a good pitch, get you out, and just let the game come to you, I guess.
And Hatcher will take that for ball 4. And the third baseman is on with a 2-out walk.
Yeah, great take there from Kobe Hatcher. He was waiting out his pitch. He didn't get the pitch he wanted, so he stayed patient with it, and he ends up drawing a 2-out walk.
Brings up the second baseman in Mitchell Collins. And that one's going to get by Paddock once again, and Hatcher will move up into scoring position. And the Junior Jays are, you'd like to think, a base hit away from taking the lead back in this game.
Yeah, and for the pitchers, 2-out walks seem to be more difficult to overcome, and Reed's certainly looking to overcome it here, but already having some more struggles with control this at bat.
Mitchell Collins takes strike 1. Reed, pitch count already up a bit. Already sitting at a good amount of pitches, and that one's going to get down in the gap. Hatcher's going to come around third and jog in, and the Junior Jays take the lead here in the district final. And a 2-out RBI single from Mitchell Collins.
Yeah, great hit there from Collins. He steps up big time, hits the ball into the gap, and he gives the Junior Jays a 2-1 lead to work with here to bring up Grant Wagner.
As I was trying to finish my sentence earlier. It was Thomas Reed already up to now 19 pitches with that first strike to the DH Grant Wagner, who went 3 for 3 in the district semifinal game earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, and Creighton Prep's done a good job working up the pitch count on Burke starters in their 2 matchups this year. In the first game they played against Burke, they forced their ace Rodney Whaley to throw 83 pitches in just 2 2/3 innings. They did a good job working up his pitch count there, and they're doing it again here today.
As that one grounded right to the shortstop and flipped over to second. Fielder's choice. Grounded into by Grant Wagner, but not before 2 Junior Jays come across to score. Creighton Prep takes the lead heading into the second. 2-1 Junior Jays after 1 inning of play. Two to 1 Junior Jays lead after 1 inning. Lewis Schneckenberger getting back to work. He'll face the number 6 hitter in this lineup, Gavin Slaby. Breaking ball gets in there for strike 1. Another great pitch from Schneckenberger, and he's up in the count 0-2 just like that.
Yeah, Slaby has hit over 400 this year. I mean, just a great season on his part. Hasn't really shown much power, but 26 hits and 64 at-bats, that'll definitely get you some playing time, and he rolls it over here.
Yep, chopped to Summers. Nice easy play for the shortstop over to Burt, and there's 1 down. Now brings up the left fielder in Jackson Foster. He'll take ball 1 low.
Yeah, Jackson Foster in 73 plate appearances, 239 average, 301 on base percentage. He's looking to get on here and give the Bulldogs a chance for a rally here in the top of the second.
The 1-1 from Schneckenberger. Great breaking ball there from the righty, and he's up in the count 1-2. Now we're going to be grounded over to Summers once again on the deep infield. Nice strike there from Summers. And there's 2 quick outs in the top of the second.
Yeah, a pair of ground balls right to Grant Summers, and he takes care of him for the first 2 outs of the inning. Good start to this frame for Lewis Schneckenberger and the Junior Jays.
Mike McGovern, the right fielder, now up.
314 average, 385 on base percentage for McGovern. And he's going to up those numbers with a base hit here.
That base hit shot right between the legs of Schneckenberger. And McGovern is on with a 2-out single here in the top of the second. Joe Fisher, the second baseman, the 9-hole hitter, comes to the plate for the Bulldogs. Good leave there. Great pitch. Just missed for ball 1.
Yeah, great take there from Fisher. Just 27 pitches so far for Schneckenberger. 17 of them have been in the strike zone, and he's trying to keep throwing a lot of strikes and not giving up free base runners on walks.
He's going to roll over this one to Collins. Collins makes the easy play over to Michael Burt, and the side is retired. Nice easy inning for Schneckenberger. Score remains 2-1 here at Jurgensen Park. Michael Burt, the first baseman, to lead things off here for the Junior Jays in the bottom of the second. Nice easy inning from Schneckenberger in the top of the second. As that one's going to catch Michael Burt in the leg. And for the second straight inning, the first pitch results in a Junior J base runner.
Yeah, and surely there are less painful ways to get on base to start off an inning, but Burt does get on base there, and he gives the Junior Jays leadoff base runner.
Michael Wheelock now up. Pitched an inning against Millard North earlier today. And he finds himself up here with a runner on and no outs. That breaking ball outside and down for ball 1.
Yeah, already 23 pitches here for Thomas Reed. Louis Schneckenberger, 29 pitches through the first 2 innings. The Junior Jays have worked Reed's pitch count pretty well compared to how the Bulldogs have done with Schneckenberger, and Burke's going to need to change that if they want a chance at winning this ball game.
Wheelock takes that one inside, and the count is 3-0.
Yeah, and in this spot, if you're Wheelock, you're probably taking all the way here on a 3-0 count.
That he does, and it's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, Reed's just going to need to put this ball in the zone. I mean, you can't afford to walk Wheelock here to put 2 on, nobody out, with top of the order getting some chances to bring both runners in.
And that he will. That's the second walk of the evening for Reed. And it's 2 on with no outs for the 9-hole hitter, Michael Chase, the catcher.
Yeah, and to the last 6 hitters, Thomas Reed has only thrown one first pitch strike. And, I mean, you're going to fare a lot better in a count if you start 0-1 instead of 1-0 as a pitcher. And he's just going to need to locate his pitches to Michael Chase, avoid loading the bases or allowing a run to the 9-hole hitter with Bartholomew and Summers due up.
As Chase lays down a bunt, and it's a good one. Reed will fire over to first for the first out, but the sacrifice bunt does its job. And Michael Chase moves up Burke and Wheelock into scoring position for the top of the order.
Yeah, just a good play there from Michael Chase. He brings both runners up and puts the Junior Jays in a very advantageous situation with Henry Bartholomew up at the dish.
Bartholomew singled in the first, and this one is going to eat up the third baseman, and Burke comes in to score. Will go off limping a little bit, but Junior Jays extend their lead. It's 3-1 now here in the bottom of the second with only one out.
Yeah, I believe they're going to rule that one an error as the third baseman, Spencer Cooper, had some trouble with it. It gets Bartholomew on, and now there's still 2 on, just 1 out for Grant Summers as they plate the run from third.
Grant Summers singled in the first inning. Eventually would be put out on a fielder's choice, but has a chance to do some major damage here in the second as he takes a breaking ball for strike one. Summers with some big power potential, as we saw earlier this year with that home run against Central. The 0-1 from Reed. Breaking ball up and in, evens the count at 1-1.
Yeah, great take there from Summers, and it keeps the count at a solid position for the Junior J shortstop.
Both runners take off, and that one just fell down the third base line. That was a rocket that just missed the bag down at third base. Bit of a hit and run there. Nearly flawlessly executed, but just a couple inches to the left of third base. And the runners will retreat, and it's 1-2 to Grant Summers.
Yeah, and it probably wasn't a bad idea to try the double steal there, but Summers just pulls it a little bit foul, and again, I have to wonder what could have been on the play.
And Reed will get Summers to swing over a good pitch on the outside. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the second for the 3-hitter center fielder Sam Patton.
Yeah, Patton grounded into a double play his first time up. He's looking to redeem himself from that double play. And in the first game today, he went 1 for 2, drew a walk, had a triple, brought in 2 runs, and he's looking to maybe bring in 2 more with a ball in the gap.
Patton fouls this one back towards the track. Count now to 1-1. One to Patton. Takes the ball upstairs.
Yeah, and Patton in a hitter's count here, and might be a little bit more patient, more willing to take a pitch on a 2-1 count, maybe get to a 3-1 count, and
As this one, he's going to shoot into the left center gap. It's going to get down. Wheelock's going to come jogging in, and around third, right behind him is Bartholomew. Patton extends the lead to 5-2 Creighton Prep with a 2-out, 2-run double.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting there from Sam Patton. He sends the ball the other way. He drove in 2 runs in the first game today, and he drives in 2 more there.
Going to be the first mound visit for Thomas Reed. It looks like there is some activity over there in the Burke bullpen already. Not ideal if you're the Bulldogs. 5 runs and only 5 outs recorded. As Kobe Hatcher now up with 1 on with 2 outs.
Yeah, it looks to me like either Travis Bolte or Charlie Wright coming into the Burke bullpen. Can't really tell the exact number, but for Burke's sake, you hope that Reed, who's one of your best starters, doesn't get pulled from the game early on.
This is his first pitch to Hatcher, breaks in there for strike 1.
Yeah, already 38 pitches for Thomas Reed, just 22 of them strikes. Junior Jay's hoping to get that pitch count up and bring some more runs across the board so that they can get him out of this game early on.
As a pickoff attempt from Reed, as he spun trying to get Patton over at second. Count remains 1-1 to the third baseman Hatcher. This one going to be shot deep into left. That ball is off the wall. And Patton comes in to score, and it's an RBI double for Kobe Hatcher.
Yeah, Kobe Hatcher just continuing his tear. Went 4 for 4 in the first game, drew a walk in his first at bat, and he brings in another run with that double here. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Junior Jays. That one brings in Patton, who brought in 2 with his first one. And that appears to be the end of Thomas Reed's night.
That will be the end of the night for Thomas Reed. And it looks like Travis Bolte, the senior, will come in relief here only in the bottom of the second with 2 down. We'll be back. Junior Jays off to a hot start, 6-1 Creighton Prep here in the bottom of the second. Pitching change for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the second with 2 down. It's number 14, Travis Bolte, the right-hander. Not ideal if you're the Bulldogs already heading to the bullpen. Junior Jays got out to a hot start, gave up 1 at the top of the first, but 6 unanswered runs from the Jays, and it's 6-1. As that first pitch from Bolte is up and in on the second baseman, Mitchell Collins.
Yeah, and Travis Bolte, a 5.53 ERA in his first 5 outings this year. 12 2/3 total innings for him. Just looking to get that ERA down lower and get Burke some big outs down the stretch of this game.
It's 2 quick balls from Bolte, and Collins is up in the count, 2-0. Good breaking ball there from the right-hander. Tries to get back on the count, 2-1. Good eye there from Collins. He takes ball 3, now a hitter's count for the senior.
Yeah, good job holding up his swing on the part of Mitchell Collins and putting himself in a position to draw a walk or get a good pitch to hit on 3-1.
3-1 from Bolte. It's going to be lined into left, or excuse me, right, and it's going to get down around third. Coming home is Hatcher, and it's another RBI for Mitchell Collins, and it's 7-1 Junior Jays.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting there from Mitchell Collins, and that brings home the run. It's now a 7-1 ball game, and Junior Jays in a good position to come out of this one with a win in the A-5 district.
Collins 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles. Gray Hatcher now up. He'll take strike 1. Gonna ground this one over to the right side. Second baseman with a good play. And that will end the inning, not before the Junior Jays put up 5 in the bottom of the second. Creighton Prep in the driver's seat, 7-1 after 2 innings. District A5 final here on CPSN. Junior Jays with 2 strong innings on offense. And Prep finds themselves ahead 7-1 here in the District A5 final, looking to punch their ticket to the state tournament later this week. Leading off the inning for the Burke Bulldogs is the top of the order in Spencer Cooper, the shortstop.
Yeah, Cooper singled his first time, came around to score for Burke's only run so far. Schneckenberger looking to get him out here as he starts off the at-bat 0-2.
This one grounded up the middle. On comes Collins, and a good play over to first. And a quick first out here in the top of the third.
Yeah, great play there from Mitchell Collins. He comes up, makes a throw, and now there's one gone here in the top of the third.
Rodney Whaley now up. So he'll take ball one. That one skied foul over to the left side. What's impressed you about this Creighton Prep team so far this game through these first two and a third innings?
They've been patient. They've waited out a lot of at-bats, and they've got a lot of hits from that.
As Whaley shoots this one down the right field line, lands right on the foul line, but he'll only get one out of it as Bartholomew sped his way over there. Pounced on it quickly, and Whaley is on with a one-out single. Corbin Paddock looks to continue his strong day, 5 for 5 between the two games thus far. RBI single in the first inning for the lone run of the Burke offense thus far. And he finds himself up in the count, 3-0. Bulldogs trying to get something going here in this third inning as they find themselves down half a dozen. Breaking ball in there for strike one for Schneckenberger. Still a hitter's count, though, for Paddock. That one outside, and there's two aboard with one out.
Yeah, and a great start to this inning for Burke. They put two on with just one out, and that brings up Gavin Dahl with a chance to bring in some runs here with just one out.
Gavin Dole, the third baseman, now up. And that one's going to hit him, I believe, on the hand. And they're going to give him first base, and that will load the bases here with only one out in the top of the third. Very gutsy, taking it off the hand. But it will load the bases for the Bulldogs. For Ryan Renbarger, who's 0 for 1 on the day. But a chance to get a hit for a big momentum shift here in this one. This one grounded over to Hatcher, lost it in the sun, and it's going to go over the third base bag, and it's going to be fair. One run is in, and now two runs are in. And a quick response from the Bulldogs as they cut the lead down to just 4 now.
Yeah, good piece of hitting by Renbarger. He hits it to third, makes the defense make a play, and Hatcher just had some trouble with it. And that results in 2 runs coming in to score.
Yeah, it was just chopped over the third base bag, but Hatcher couldn't see it with the sun. And 2 runs come in as a consequence. Gavin Slavey, the designated hitter, now up, and he'll foul strike one back off the padding here at Jurgensen. Fouls off another, and it's 0-2. Spin move from from Schneckenberger. Looking to get Dahl at second. Still 0-2 to Slaby. That one going to be popped into left, and Wheelock can't see it. Summers comes on, grabs it, and a perfect throw from the shortstop. Perfect pick from Chase. And I believe they're going to call him out at home. So a blooper into left. Gets down, but Summers with the heads-up play goes over, grabs it, and cuts down Dahl at home. And there's 2 down in the top of the third.
Great play there by Grant Summers. Maybe that gives the Junior Jays some more momentum down the stretch of this inning, and just a great play on his part.
Good pitch there from Schneckenberger to open up the at-bat. Seems like that sun over there on the left side is absolutely killer right now, as both Hatcher and Wheelock lost sight of the ball on back-to-back plays. And a good move there from Schneckenberger. Gonna be close, and they're gonna get Renbarger at second. Heads up play from the pitcher Schneckenberger, and he cuts down the runner at second with a pickoff move, and that will get Schneckenberger out of the inning. Only 2 runs come across for the Bulldogs, and it's 7-3 Junior Jays heading to the bottom of the third. Welcome you back to Jurgensen Park. 7-3 Junior Jays. Schneckenberger limits the damage to just 2 behind a good heads-up play from Summers, and then pick off at second base. Michael Burke to lead things off for the Junior Jays here in the bottom of the third. Thank you for joining us. Mike Knockenauer alongside Colton Alder here in the booth. Beautiful night for some baseball. And a beautiful night for one of these teams to punch their ticket to the state tournament later this week. Good pitch there from Bolte. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. That one going to be turned on and ripped into right. That one's going to get down. Turning the corner to second is Burt, and he's going to round second, heading for third. Michael Burt is in there with a leadoff triple here in the bottom of the third. The big man has some wheels. He turned on a pitch, put it into right off the wall. And the first baseman, Michael Burt, is on third base with no outs.
Yeah, and Michael Burke actually had a triple in the game versus Miller North earlier today, too. He's really showing off his wheels today, and he's gotten the Jay some quality base runners.
This one's going to be lined right at the shortstop for out number 1. So Wheelock barrels the first pitch he sees, but right to the shortstop, Spencer Cooper. Michael Chase now up. Swings over strike 1. Michael Chase had a sacrifice bunt in his first at-bat. That ball low, but a good stop there from the catcher, Corbin Paddock. That one going to be ripped down the left field line, but it's going to go foul. And the count is 1-2 to the catcher, Chase.
Yeah, Chase looking to bring this runner home by any means possible. You got to just put the ball in play, and it'll probably be good enough to bring Burt around.
Michael Burt with the leadoff triple to start this inning. Chase looking to drive him in. Good eye on the ball, up and away, and the count now even at 2-2. And he'll swing over a good pitch from Bolte. And there's now 2 down. 2 quick outs from the Bulldog defense. But lineup card flips over. Henry Bartholomew, the leadoff man, now up, has looked at the first 2 pitches he's seen, and they've both ended up with him on base.
Yeah, Bartholomew 1 for 2 today. He's looking to make it 2 for 3 here with a hit in this at bat.
He'll take strike 1, count now even at 1-1. Good eye there from the right fielder. Ball down and away. Bartholomew is going to be a big part of this Junior J team next year. As we said, started the year on JV1, mostly just a courtesy runner for this Junior J's team, but quickly made his way up in the lineup and has been the leadoff man for a good chunk of the season. This 2-1 pitch is popped up into center field, and the catch is made. Junior J's held scoreless for the first inning, this first half inning this evening. And the score remains 7-3, Junior J's, after 3 innings of play. We head to the 4th here on CPSN. We've played 3 innings here at Jurgensen Park. 7-3 Creighton Prep on top of Burke right now in the District A4 final. As we said, winner punches their ticket to the state champ tournament later in the week. And first pitch from Schneckenberger is a ball to the 7-hitter Jackson Foster, the left fielder. Gonna pop this one into shallow right field. Under it, calling for it is Mitchell Collins. And the first out is made by the second baseman.
Number 24, right fielder Mike McGovern.
Strike one from Schneckenberger. It's the right fielder Mike McGovern pops this one over, and it's quickly 0-2 to the right fielder.
Yeah, good start to this inning for Schneckenberger. He gets a quick first out, and now he's quickly up 0-2 on McGovern, and he's looking to get out of this inning pretty quickly.
(0-2) is up and in, and the 1-2 from Schneckenberger to McGovern. Swung on and tipped and into the glove of Chase for a strikeout and the second out of the top of the fourth.
Yeah, great start to this inning for Schneckenberger. And now the 9-hole hitter in Joseph Fisher will look to get on to prevent the 1-2-3 inning.
Great first pitch there from Schneckenberger. Breaks in for strike one. Fisher late on that one, and he fouls it off, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, just 8 pitches thus far in the inning for Schneckenberger, and he's just 1 away from getting out of it.
Schneckenberger looking to get out of this inning. Another foul ball from Fisher.
Yeah, good job by Fisher staying in this at bat, running up the pitch count a little bit. As now Schneckenberger has 56 pitches on the night so far.
57th is going to be shot up the middle. Sliding grab is going to be made by Sam Patton out there in center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Junior Jays after that nice grab out in center by Sam Patton. Side is retired for Schneckenberger, and we head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 7-3 Junior Jays here from Jurgensen. Grant Summers to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth for the Junior Jays, as they have the 7-3 advantage here in the A5 district final.
Yeah, Summers versus the starter Thomas Reed went 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. He's looking to get another hit on the board here.
First pitch he sees from Bolte is in for a strike. Travis Bolte has given these Bulldogs a good inning and a third so far. He's yet to give up a run, so he's really held the Junior J lineup intact up to this point. That one lined right to the third baseman, and a good grab from Gavin Dahl over there at the hot corner, and a quick 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, Summers hit that ball very hard. Probably hit that ball even harder than his single earlier, but just hit it directly to the third baseman, and that is the first out of the inning.
This brings up center fielder Sam Patton, who made a great diving, sliding catch to end the last inning on defense for the Junior Jays, and he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. The 1-1 to Patton. Just misses on the outside corner. Close pitch there from Bolte. Just can't get the strike called. The 2-1. Swung on and missed by Patton. And Bolte evens the count at 2-2. That one going to be grounded down the first base line, and a good play there from the first baseman, Ryan Renbarger. Just beats out Patton over on a foot race to first, and there's 2 down in the bottom of the fourth.
Bring up number 13, third baseman Kobe Hatcher.
Kobe Hatcher now up. Doubled in his last at-bat. 1 for 1 on the day. So we're going to be skied into center field. And caught 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Junior Jays. We're through 4. Junior Jays lead 7-3 in the A5 district final here on CPSN. Four innings in the books here at Jurgensen Park. Lewis Schneckenberger still on the bump for Creighton Prep as they hold on to a 7-3 advantage here as we head into the 5th inning of play. top of the order for the Burke Bulldogs. Spencer Cooper, the shortstop, to lead things off here in the 5th frame. One for 2 on the day thus far for Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper got a leadoff single to start off this ball game, but Schneckenberger got the better of him in the second at-bat by getting him to ground out to Mitchell Collins at second base.
And he's quickly up in the count, 2-0 on Schneckenberger. He'll fly this one into center. Under it is Patton. Makes the catch. 1 down in the top of the 5th.
Fly out for the first out. We'll bring up number 2, Rodney Whaley.
Rodney Whaley now up. 1 for 1 with a run scored on the evening. Looking to do damage here as he swings over strike 1.
Yeah, great first pitch by Schneckenberger there to get the swing and a miss.
That ball up and away for ball 1. Schneckenberger, pitch count 62 as he's pitched 4 1/3 thus far. That one fouled off. And it's 1-2.
There appears to be some movement in the Junior J bullpen.
I want to say that's Jamison Harris, and I can't tell the other one. But that one swung on and missed by Whaley. Chase throws on to first to complete the strikeout. And there are 2 down for the 3-hitter in Corbin Paddock.
I believe that's Sean Lysick, I think.
As Paddock will stay 1,000 on the day as he'll shoot a single into left. And he's on with a 1-out single to bring up Gavin Dahl here with 2 down. Been a very interesting game thus far. Both teams came out hot on offense, but seem to have slowed down. Been 2 scoreless innings on offense for the Junior Jays. As Paddock takes down to second, throw from Collins, couldn't handle it. And now Paddock in to scoring position with 2 down for Gavin Dahl.
Yeah, good stolen base there from the courtesy runner in Cash Hogan. And now Dahl is just looking to take advantage and bring home this run.
Breaking ball at the hands. It's inside, taken for a ball. Schneckenberger looking to work his way out of this inning. The 1-1 to Dahl. Great breaking ball there from Schneckenberger's in there for strike number 2.
And now Louis Schneckenberger just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. Just needs to locate this 1-2 and get this big out.
That one going to be fouled off to the right side. Count remain at 1-2.
Believe that was Schneckenberger's 70th pitch of the night. in likely his final inning. Mooney's probably going to let him finish this frame.
Ball 2 taken from Dahl, and the count now back to even. The 2-2 taking off his Paddock, and he'll have to retreat as Dahl fouls off another. Excuse me, Cash Hogan, courtesy running for Corbin Paddock. 2-2 again, going to be blooped into center. It's going to get down. Patton going to try and throw it home. The throw to Chase is not in time, and Hogan comes around to score. And the lead now down 2-3 from the RBI single from Gavin Dahl. It's 7-4 Junior Jays here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, it's just good baseball from the Burke Bulldogs there. Get the hit into the outfield. Hogan doing a good job running home, and that cuts this lead down to 3.
Right. Excuse me, you go.
That might actually be Ryan Hannigan.
That was going to be my guess. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions, but looks like Ryan Hannigan and Jamison Harris over there in the bullpen for the Junior Jays as Ryan Renbarger fouls off strike 1.
Yeah, you can kind of tell it's Hannigan from his pitching motion. It's kind of more overhand, and it's very distinct.
Schneckenberger finds himself up in the count 0-2. The 0-2 is going to be fouled off over the Burke bullpen over there on the right side. Renbarger staying alive.
Yeah, Schneckenberger has thrown 53 strikes on 76 pitches. He's done a good job locating his pitches and avoiding walks and hit batters, and just done a good job overall today.
These Burke hitters been doing a good job, though, of fouling off pitches, fighting in these at-bats, and working the pitch count up on the right-hander. Still 0-2 to the first baseman. That one going to get past Chase. And Dahl will move up to second base.
And you can kind of feel that Schneckenberger is so close to getting out of this inning. And Burke has just done a good job prolonging this inning as long as they can and forcing Schneckenberger's pitch count up.
The 1-2 swung on and missed, and will be called out. Schneckenberger with 5 innings of work. Burke brings across another run, but the Junior Jays still hold a 3-run lead heading to the bottom of the 5th here from Jurgensen. Mitchell Collins looks to get this Prep offense going once again. 2 scoreless innings in the 3rd and the 4th. But the Junior Jays still hold a 3-run advantage. Here as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Ball up and in on Collins. Bolte with some good innings thus far. 2 1/3. No runs given up. So it's been a good outing for the reliever who had to come in probably a lot earlier than he was expecting, as Reed did not go nearly as long as the Bulldogs had hoped. As this one popped into right center. Under it is the center fielder in Rodney Whaley. Makes the catch. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, and Mitchell Collins prior to that was 2 for 2 with 2 RBI singles on the day. So good job by Bolte reversing the trend and getting him out.
Brings up Grant Wagner. Oh for 2 on the day thus far. This one going to be lifted into center. And Whaley with a good running catch. And a quick 2 outs for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, and a pair of really solid plays there for Rodney Whaley to get these first 2 outs. And the last 3 Junior J outs have been flyouts to Rodney Whaley. Seen a total of 4 of those in the last 3 innings.
Michael Burt now up, had a triple in his last AB. That one going to be fouled off to the right side.
Yeah, and both of Michael Burke's hits during this 2-game series, or these 2 games today, have been triples. And he had 2 triples on the year heading into today, and he's just kept getting those triples here in these 2 games.
The 1-1 to Burt is going to be chopped over to the second baseman, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Bulldogs. We're through 5. Burke hanging in there with the Junior Jays, 7-4, as we head to the 6th inning here on CPSN. Pitching change for the Junior Jays. Schneckenberger with 5 innings of work, 8 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. The juniors, Jamison Harris, now in for the Junior Jays in relief. Slaby, Foster, and McGovern due up for the Burke Bulldogs.
Yeah, Jamison Harris, you struggled a little bit this year, an 8.62 ERA in 6 appearances. However, he was the team's opening day starter, and he's got great stuff when he's controlling the baseball, and Junior Jays hope that he's on his game today.
He starts out with 2 quick strikes. Don't let that 8+ ERA fool you. This is a very, very dangerous pitcher whenever he's on his game. The UNO commit, 1 of 3 on this team. That one just sails over the head of Chase. Still ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, that's kind of the concern with Harris. Just needs to put the ball in the strike zone, because when he does that, there's very few hitters that can touch his stuff.
Slaby fights his way back in the count, even now at 2-2. Fouled off. And Gavin Slaby continues to fight. Burke down to 6 outs, trying to fight their way for a state tournament berth. The 2-2, once again fouled off the school and off a pole. Good at bat to lead things off here in the top of the 6th for Gavin Slaby.
Yeah, and nobody really thought Burke would be in this position. I mean, probably weren't very many people expecting him to beat Millard South. As great pitch there for strike 3.
Looked like a 12-6 curve of some sorts. Absolutely filthy stuff from Jamison Harris. Sits down Slaby looking for the first out. Jackson Foster, the left fielder, now up. 0-2 on the day for him. He takes strike 1 on a fastball.
Yeah, a ground out to the shortstop and a pop-up to the second baseman, Mitchell Collins, on the day for Foster.
As another quick strike from Jamison Harris, and he's once again up in the count 0-2, this time to Jackson Foster. That one just got away from him. Outside for ball 1. And that one going to be fouled, and Chase is a bit shaken up after that one. That fastball came in whistling, and it was just fouled off. God, you hope Chase is okay.
Can't tell what exactly the issue is, but you just hope it's not serious and that he's going to be all right.
Athletic trainer Bill Kleber out there taking a look at Chase. Seems like it's something with that right shoulder. Not something you want if you're the Junior Jays, as obviously you have state later this week. Don't want to lose one of your catchers before then.
And if Chase is unable to go, they'd probably turn to Jacob Petro behind the dish. You can see them testing out Chase's shoulder a little bit.
Petro, I believe, out there looks like in the bullpen, catching one of the many Junior Jays warming up over there.
It looks like Chase is going to stay in the game.
Great sign for the Junior Jays, Michael Chase. Looks like he's going to stay in the game. And we have an update from Morrison. Only 5 minutes into the game, Max Matthews puts a ball in the goal. And the Junior Jays with a quick 1-0 advantage over Omaha South down at Morrison Stadium.
Yeah, it's good to see the soccer team get off to a good start in their state quarterfinal game. And I believe they will face Lincoln Southwest with a win today.
Yeah, winner of Omaha South and Creighton Prep will take on Lincoln Southwest on Friday at 2 p.m. at Morrison in the state semifinal. Incredible game from Lincoln Southwest and Columbus. Lincoln Southwest wins 2-1 in overtime. And Jamison Harris fans his second batter. And 2 down now in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, and in his last outing, Jamison Harris also struck out the first 2 batters he faced. He's looking to make it 3 in a row here with McGovern, the right fielder for the Bulldogs up at the dish.
Apologize, Owen Blagowski with the goal for the Junior Jays. Nonetheless, 1-0 over there. And 7-4 with 2 down in the top of the 6th. As Jamison Harris with a great pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Mike McGovern, the right fielder, now up for the Bulldogs. That one going to catch the outside corner once again, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and although he's had a couple longer at bats, it's been a relatively clean inning for Harris so far, and he's looking to keep it clean as McGovern fouls it back towards the backstop.
Fouled off the backstop, and the count remains at 0-2. Great pitch, just inside.
Judging by the umpire's motion, I thought he was going to call that strike 3. It looked like he was setting up for a pretty elaborate call, but looked like mid-call he decided against it, and now it's going to be a 1-2 count.
The 1-2 to McGovern. Breaking ball just misses once again. Count now even at 2-2.
Kind of looked like that got the zone to me, but McGovern gets the call, and the bat keeps going.
This one going to be grounded over to Collins. He makes the play. Junior Jays are 3 outs defensively away from another district championship. Middle of the 6th, Junior Jays lead 7-4 over the Bulldogs of Burke. We will be right back here from Jurgensen Park on CPSN. Bottom of the 6th here in the A-5 district final. Junior Jays on top 7-4 over Omaha. Burke, Mike Knockenauer alongside Colton Alder bringing you the call here on this very pleasant May evening as Wheelock takes strike one on the outside corner.
Yeah, and the Junior Jays maybe looking to just get some insurance runs and give some more insurance for this pitching staff in the top half of the 7th.
Omaha South with a quick response. Now 1-1 there at Morrison. And number 1 with a 1-bagger here at Jorgensen on a 1-1 count.
Your attention, please, after that single.
And now
Number 6,
Ryan Hannigan will come in, I believe, to pinch hit for Michael Chase.
And this doesn't seem like the best sign considering that Chase got shaken up a little bit in the top half of the 6th inning. You just hope that Michael Chase is okay because losing him for a potential state run would not be ideal for the Junior Jays.
This one lined right back up the middle off the glove of Bolte. Scooped up by the shortstop, not in time. And there are now 2 on. The shortstop, Cooper, could not get there in time. And they might come out to check on Bolte as that comebacker just nicked his glove. Let's make sure he's okay. But now 2 on with no outs for the top of the order for the Junior Jays.
Maybe Burke considering going to the bullpen here. There's someone warming up in relief, and even if this is the end of Bolte's night, it appears like he's staying in. He's really pitched a great game for him so far today. That'll bring up the leadoff man, Henry Bartholomew, who is 1 for 3 with a single in the 1st inning.
Bartholomew, a great night from him. As he looks to do some damage here for some insurance for the Junior Jays as he's going to lay down a bunt. He's going to pull it back. One 0 to Bartholomew turns into a 2-0.
Yeah, Bartholomew just looking to bring in a run here, get the Junior Jays some more of a cushion, and give them a chance to clinch their win of the A-5 district.
This bunt will be laid down. Going to look over to third, and he's going to cut down, I believe that's Wheelock. So the sacrifice bunt does not work. Good heads-up play there from Bolte, and there's 1 down.
Yeah, great play there from Bolte to get the lead runner as Grant Summers steps up. He's got a 1 for 3 on the day with a single, a strikeout, and a line out. And that line out was hit about as hard as any of the balls hit today. Just hit it directly to the third baseman, Spencer Cooper.
Is this one going to be lifted into left center field? And just like that, quick 2 outs for the Burke defense. Fly out from Summers brings up the center fielder, Sam Patton.
Number 20, Sam Patton.
Patton has got a 1 for 3 today, but his one hit was a 2-run double in the bottom of the second inning as part of that 5-run frame for the Junior Jays. They've not scored since due to the efforts of Travis Bolte, who has really stepped up big in this ballgame.
Patton takes strike one. Still 2 on with now 2 out. Is that one going to be smacked? It's going to be over the right fielder's head. Hannigan comes in to score. Around third is Bartholomew. And a big RBI double for Sam Patton gives the Junior Jays 2 insurance runs. It is now 9-4 Creighton Prep.
And just a very good piece of hitting on the part of Sam Patton.
Kobe Hatcher, third baseman.
And he gets the second 2-run double of the ball game to make it 9-4 Junior Jays.
Absolutely devastating for Burke, as this might score another. Coming home to the plate is Patton, and he is safe. Got under the tag of the catcher, and the Junior Jays add a quick 3 runs, and it's 10-4. And Hatcher's going to try and take third base, and he's going to be out over there at third. Got a little too greedy. But the Junior Jays add 3 insurance runs and are 3 outs away from a district championship. We'll be back for the top of the 7th. Looks like Jamison Harris going back out there to close things out for the Junior Jays. End of 6 here from Jurgensen, 10-4 Creighton Prep. Top of the 7th inning here in the A-5 district final. Junior Jays just 3 outs away from clinching another state tournament berth. First, though, they're going to have to go through the 4, 5, and 6 hitters of Burke. That one swung on and missed. Excuse me, by the 9. They're going to go through 9, 1, and 2. Joe Fisher, the 9-hole hitter, to lead things off here in the top of the 7th. He's going to ground this one over into the gap between Hatcher and Summers. And Fisher is on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th.
Single by Fisher.
Yeah, and it would have been nice to get the 9-hole hitter out to prevent the top of the Burke order from coming up with a runner on, nobody out, but they're still just 3 outs away from clinching another district title.
Ball 1 from Harris. Gonna look over to first. That one upstairs for ball 2.
Yeah, and if you're Jamison Harris in this situation, you just need to put the ball in the strike zone and get out of this inning.
Strike 1 in there for Jamison Harris. That one going to miss the strike zone. Now ball 3 to the leadoff hitter in Spencer Cooper.
Yeah, and you cannot afford to put 2 on with nobody out here. Just need to get this big out.
Cooper swings over strike 2, and the count now full at 3-2. The payoff pitch from Harris. Fouled back near the track. The count remains at 3-2. That one just nearly tipped and caught by Chase, but Cooper stays alive. Three-two from Harris. Once again going to be fouled off, this time over near the Prep bullpen. Cooper really fighting off these pitches from Harris.
Yeah, and Cooper's really making Harris work for this, and he's going to need to come up with a big hit or walk in the situation to keep any chance of a Burke comeback alive.
And Cooper takes ball 4 low, and there's 2 aboard with no outs in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, great at bat there for Spencer Cooper. He ends up drawing the walk, and now Rodney Whaley coming up with a chance to bring some runs in.
Infield coming in to kind of calm down Jamison Harris. Obviously some nerves as you're just a few outs away from another district title. Brings up Rodney Whaley.
Big at bat here for Harris.
That one going to get away from Chase. Both runners move up 90 feet. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Harris's intention to spike that pitch, but ends up just going in the dirt, and Chase can't corral it. It'll be 2 in scoring position with nobody out for Whaley.
Whaley watches strike 1 in there for Harris. One as a rocket back towards the Prep dugout. Harris now up in the count, 1-2. The 1-2 from Harris to Whaley. Swung on and missed. A big first out as Harris fans Whaley. And there's 1 down in the top of the first. It's top of the 7th, excuse me.
Yeah, great pitch there from Jamison Harris. Blows the fastball right by him, and now that's a big first out with Paddock up at the plate.
Paddock had a big day, and it's going to get even better. Shoots that one into the gap. Fumbled by Wheelock. 2 runs come in to score. Throw down to second. He is in there with an RBI double. And Paddock has gotten on base every single at-bat, every single time he's come to the plate today, as he gives the Bulldogs some light here with just 2 outs left to work with.
Yeah, and even if Burke can't complete the comeback here, Corbin Paddock definitely putting together his best effort. He had a 4-for-4 in the first game, now 3-for-3 in the second game. He's driven in 3 runs, scored another. Now he's on second with a chance to score another run.
Ball 1 to the cleanup hitter in Gavin Dahl. Good pitch there from Harris, catches the outside corner. That one outside for ball 2.
Yeah, Harris needs to put the ball in the strike zone, get a big out here, and put the Junior Jays a little bit closer to clinching that A-5 district title.
2-1. It's going to be fouled back over the school. Harris gets the count even at 2-2.
There's still a lot of motion in the Junior Jays bullpen. Seen a lot of pitchers start warming up over the course of this ball game, and so far Harris has been the only new pitcher for the Junior Jays, but that could change if he doesn't start getting some outs soon.
The 2-2. Breaking ball just inside, and the count is full to Gavin Dahl.
Yeah, and you cannot afford to walk Dahl in this spot. Just put the ball in the zone and get this big out. Put you 1 out away from victory.
Swing and out on a outside fastball from Harris, and the Junior Jays are 1 out away from the A-5 district title. And Mooney gonna come out, just talk with his guys, talk to Harris, calm him down. As the Junior Jays have pulled within 1 out of clinching their spot in the 2023 Class A state tournament. We take a look real quick at who is clinched so far. Millard West in the A1 district. Lincoln East, the A2. Elkhorn South, the A3. Gretna, A4. Papio South, A6. Junior Jays 1 out away from clinching that A5 spot into the state tournament. Ryan Renbarger swings over strike 1.
Yeah, and regardless of the outcome of this game, the Junior Jays have clinched a spot in state. They're playing for seeding right now, however. They'll likely face Gretna if they get the victory today, and if not, they'll likely face Elkhorn South.
Either Elkhorn South or Lincoln East if they are unable to finish it out here. It's the 1-1 to Renbarger outside, and Chase is going to try and pick Hogan off at second, but the courtesy runner slides back in safely, and it's 2-1 to the first baseman.
Yeah, it looked like Chase almost got him, but now Harris is really going to have to step up and get this final out.
The 2-1 to Renbarger. That one's going to be fouled off to the right side, and the Junior Jays are 1 strike away from a win here in the District A5 final.
And Harris just got to locate his pitches, get this last out. It'll be all celebration from there.
Two from Harris. Swing and a miss. Renbarger swings at the high heat, and the Junior Jays are your District A5 champions.
Omaha, Creighton Prep.
Rough start to the season for the Junior Jays, but in the end, they host a district, and they win that district, and they are headed back to the state tournament. A 10-6 win over the Burke Bulldogs here in the District A5 final. And Coach Mooney and his Junior J squad are going to be playing in the state tournament this Friday at Warner Park. Colton, any final thoughts on this year?
It's been a great year. Can't wait for next year. It was a lot of fun spending the year here on CPSN. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and it's been a great year.
That it has. As we say goodbye one final time as the CPSN's coverage of Creighton Prep sports for the 2022-23 school year comes to a close. For everyone on our crew, Jack Cohote, Alex Tejan, Emery Evans, Mac Johnson, Cam Newton, Chad Rohr, Andrew Yoakum, Christian Bowman, Carson Reynolds, Chris Hillebrand, Michael McCarthy, JT Milnerick, and anyone else that's been a part of this crew this year. Thank you to our media teacher, Mr. Matt Raskershek. Another great year from him. We thank you for everything that he has done. And we thank you, everyone, for watching throughout the year, tuning in for any coverage of any games. For Colton Alder, I'm Mike Knockenhauer. signing off one final time this year for CPSN. Junior Jays win the District A-5 final with a score of 10-6. We thank you all so much for watching all season long, all year long, and we hope to see you back next year. Thank you all and have a great, great summer.